AMS2 or Automobilista 2 has just released the release candidate for the new update. And what it includes is a new car, the Formula Inter, and a new old circuit, Bathurst from 1983. And in this video, we're going to check those out. So let's go to Bathurst and see how good the old layout was. Okay, so now it's time to exit the pits. They have speed bumps there, which are quite interesting. There's something new which you might already see that they have added are these 3D trees. So if you look to the left, it's not 2D anymore, it's actually a 3D tree, which looks quite interesting. And then you have this whole exterior, which looks very interesting, looks quite old in my opinion. But the circuit looks and feels a bit bumpy. It seems a bit more extreme than what it is currently. And apparently they've also changed the traction control a little bit. So let's see how that is. There are definitely a lot less barriers already from just driving around there. And it feels like you have a lot less grip. Might be due to the asphalt, because in this sim they simulate asphalt differently. But the trees look actually really good. Now let's see how it is down here. Okay, so this looks fairly similar. Maybe a bigger bit dip there. Oh, that felt quite similar, but it feels like that part was maybe a bit more extreme than driving here. And now we come up to a big change in the circuit, and that's the straight, where you don't have the part where you turn right, where you just have a straight, which you will see. So see, like here or something, you turn right and then you go left. But here, you're just going straight. Then you have to brake. Brake quite early around there. But this circuit looks actually quite good. And it feels like the traction control is a bit better. That might have helped a bit with sliding, I'm not sure. We'll see. But the fun thing is, this is one of the circuits. They're also going to bring, hopefully, Nürburgring's Nordschleife and Südschleife from 1971 a bit later in March. And then they're going to also bring more bug fixes through March. So, oh, you can hear it there, wait. Something I also remembered. If you listen here, we go into neutral. Okay, so you hear the engine there. But when I come closer to the wall, wait, which walls might? I heard it there. Okay, so let us just go back, and then I will currently explain. So, a thing which a lot of people had critiqued Automobilista for, well, since like the last update, was that the engine noises had what's it called, gone down when being beside a wall. A lot of people thought they should be a bit higher, even though you're sitting in a cockpit. But I think it was now okay, maybe at speed, but I heard the wall noise was a bit louder. We can do that when going, wait. You might have hear it there. You hear, I heard it a bit there. Oh, so you can really ride the walls there. Oh. This is quite fun. I really like the new old circuit because you don't have all the walls everywhere. And the trees, oh my god, they look really nice. Here's 101. But yeah, they look really good. And apparently they're not taxing so performance. If we check they're around 60%. That's roughly around where I should be with this setup. Well, before this update too, around 60%. So I would say it's good. But what they could add is a bit better. Anti-aliasing or shadows, I'm not sure what. But the flickering of the what's it called, the railing, you probably saw. But let me get into the Formula Inter around a different circuit and see how they feel. So we're in the Formula Inter. They're like a slower version of Formula 3, or slower a bit than Formula 3. I just saw an airplane. But before we get out, I'm also going to say this is a manual car, so you'll see a bit of manual driving from me, so which will be a bit interesting. But let us listen to the engine. Sounds a bit like a rally car, but it has an inline-4, which doesn't shock me then that it sounds a bit like a rally car. So around modern Interlagos. Ooh, turned in quite well. Okay, that should be better. And you can see the flickering on what I mean here. It's quite a lot. It's quite clearer through there. So this has like only 100 horsepower, I think. You can see the tires are pretty cold, but it has quite a lot of aerodynamics. So, and the front wing is quite large. So it has quite a lot of pull. I mean, the front, you can really steer with it. So these are, you might not have heard of them, like me, but what they're Brazilian type of Formula car, and apparently one of the devs in the Razer Studios team has actually driven this car in real life. So they have a good, what's it called, rough estimate of how it should actually feel. Check through here. It doesn't feel so much, or because of the low power, the downforce isn't like as used as much. I feel through most certain corners. but it's still, maybe it's like easier to push. I'm not sure, but this is an interesting car. Really interesting. If you just press the brake a little bit, you can push the front a lot. Well, I feel like that's a good place to end. And the car, in my opinion, feels very good. The Formula Intake feels a bit interesting. The new Bathurst, I will have a lot of fun driving there. But what do you think? Comment it down below. And once you're down there, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel to get even more content from me. My next video will be either on if Razer give us some new content or some suggestions I have for pieces of software for you to download. All completely free. But until then, I've been Racing Legend, you've been my amazing viewers, thank you for watching, goodbye!